Hey guys, this is Steve.
This is Justin.
So we're gonna demo you a very cool gaming platform that we built in the Duke University Computer Science 308. So this project is based on the JG engine that allows people to create games in the real time. People can choose genre, but our genre is platformer, and any people who doesn't even know how to code can use this platform to create two kinds or more than two kinds of platformer games. Now we'll go through the features. Let's go.
Alright, so from the screen you can see that our mouse, if you place the mouse in a certain position for more than 2 seconds, it will tell the location of that tile position. So this feature allows a game designer to know about the specific location of the tiles so that they can set the tile collisions and other kind of stuff. So in order to create a tile, you basically just left click and drag for the size of the tile you want, and the tile is automatically created. If you want to delete the tiles, you just right click again for the same size and drag, and then the tiles are deleted. So it's very easy for the game designer to use. Okay, great. So let's switch to the game panel. Now you can see the first one we show is a very basic information about the game. So you can set the game to be whatever name you want. Let's call it Mario, because we are building a Mario game. Alright. So for the transition background, so this is for the title and game over, life lost, level down, start game states. In the lab editing mode, we do not show those states, but if you set it, when you reload the game, you will see the effects. Alright, this is the initial score, which basically just allows you to set the first default initial score. Usually the player, the game designer should set it to be 0. And the game over frame length and the life lost frame length basically tells you how long it will take for the certain transition states. You also can set the transition images and messages for different states. So if we click on game over, you see the message box where you can put a message to be shown when the game is going to the game over state. So you can set you win, and the position of that message. And Y position. This will be shown when you reload the game. Alright. And gravity magnitude, the default is 0.1, and you can set it to be 0.5. So this is the basic game panel, and you can see the effect of gravity instantly. That is too large. Let's make it to be smaller. 0.2 is good. Let's see how it goes. Nice. This is what we want. Alright. Let's create a player. So this is a player panel where you can create a player and choose an image for the player. So let's go look for the Mario. Nice. Now we have a Mario player. Okay, so if you go to player panel, you can see certain basic information about player, which you can set. Let's rename it to be campsite. Sorry about that. Nice. The name is campsite. Now let's set the test behavior to be remove corpse, and then we can also set the shoot behavior to be any shoot behavior you want. Let's make it to be slow shoot or spread shoot. X size allows you to set the images, the size of the images of the bullets, and this is the speed of the bullets you shoot. And there's a number of bullets per shot, so we can make it to be 4. And the maximum bullets that are allowed on the screen, so we can make it to be 16. And you have to remember the bullet collision IDs. So let's make it to be 9. Let's choose an image for the bullets. Nice. We just set collision behavior. In order to see the effects, you have to first set control keys. So let's do move up, move down, move left, move right, jump, and shoot keys. Please remember those have to be capital letters. And you click OK. Now it can move. And you can shoot. That's the spread shoot we want. Nice. Okay. How to make it jump? You click on the jump button. And you can set the height. Let's make it to be 5. And the number of jumps allowed in the air. Let's make it to be 1. Alright. So let's see what happens. So we press jump. It jumps. But we want to be higher. So we do it again. Let's make it be 10. And the number of jumps be 1. Let's see what happens. Nice, it jumps higher. This is what we want. Okay. Let's make the initial blow to be 50. And the initial lap to be 5. Great. So now it's the time to kill the actor. But we haven't set the actors yet. So what's in the actor panel? So in the actor panel, you can also select the image you want. So let's say to be a actor default image. So this is an ugly monster. And you can set the move behavior of the ugly monster. So let's make it to be back and forth. So you can change the amplitude and also frequency. So let's make it to be 5 and 5 to see what happens. This is not what we want. We want to be faster. So let's do it again. Make it to be 10 and 1. But this is too fast. So we freeze it. We reset again. Let's make it to be 10 and 5. And we unfreeze. Click the unfreeze button. Now it moves. And this is what we want. Nice. So how to make the actor shoot? We can choose slow shoot by time or spread shoot by time. So let's make it to be slow shoot by time. You can set the image size of the bullets, just as what the player does. Make it to be 10. The maximum bullets allowed on the screen, make it to be 8. Bullet collision, make it to be 8. There is a time delay, so make it to be 5. Let's see what happens. If you choose an image for the bullets, let's choose another image in order to not be confused. The fireball. Oh, this has too many bullets. So we want to change the behaviors. So let's do it again. If you set it again, we make it to be 50, 50, 10. Maybe we want fewer bullets on the screen, so make it to be 4. Same collision IDs, but we want to shoot much slower, so make it to be 8. Nice. Let's see what happens. So you select another image for it. Let's choose a fireball again. Okay. This is decent. We'll go with this. And for the death behavior, we'll make it to be just a regular death. And you can also reset the collision ID. But now, for now, let's make it 2. And you can also reset the initial blow. But for now, we'll make it 20. Great. So how to make the actor to kill the player? So now we go to the collision. We can also animate the actors, by the way. So if you freeze it, you click actor, you click animate actor. You can select different images for the moving patterns. So let's make it to be a left image for the backward move. Alright, so let's see what happens. Nice. That's what we want. We can also animate the player. If you click animate player, you click jump, and you make it to be other images. So let's make it to be Mario jump. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, they are the same images, so that's why. But it's alright. So for now, we'll go to the collision behaviors. So in order to add a collision, you have to keep in mind of the collision IDs you set before. So let's do actor to actor. We want the monster's bullets to kill the player. So how will we do that? The monster's bullet is 9. The collision ID of the player is 1. And you make to be the shoot hit object. Sorry about that. You click OK. And you can set direction of the collision behaviors. For now, we'll just set it to be on. Okay, so we just set the collision behaviors. We see the bullets didn't go through the players anymore. But the player is not losing blood. Why? Because we haven't set how much blood it loses. So if you click add on collision again, you click actor to actor, and you do 9, which is the collision ID of the bullets of the monster, and you put 1 to be the player's collision ID, and you can set how many blood the player loses for each bullet. Again, we'll set the directional to be on. And you can also decrement the scores for each bullet and the life. Let's see what happens. Now, great. The player is dying. Let's freeze the screen. And we put the monster to be at the top. Let's unfreeze it. Great. Okay. So there's the basic collision behaviors, players' behaviors, and the actors' behaviors. And in the scene panel, you can also set the level, and you can also set a score for each scene when each scene ends. And you can also set different level and scene events. So, for example, like game over, level down, or enemy shower.
All right. So after we see the actors' behaviors and then players, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the scene, game, and then the general stuff. So as you see, our background is black. We can definitely change the background. It is easily done by setting the width. Let's say I want a width as a 60, height of 40, and you can choose vertically or horizontally if you want to have a very long game. And for this demo case, I will not choose it. Then you choose the image. Okay, well, let's choose a Sky City. Here we go. Cool. So this is the background for Raptors, as you can see. And we're going to demo a little bit of how this entire background works. So as you see, this is a 60 by 40 background, but we can actually, it's wrapped. So we'll first freeze it. And if you move to the right side, you can see it can go there. And also go to the downwards, and you can unfreeze it, and it will come back to the central. And now I'm going to set the actor's animation. So first we'll click on the actor. Oh, sorry, player. Click on the player, and I'm going to say animate the player. So I'm going to animate the forward as, let's say, who I want. Okay, I want it to be boss up left. That's cool. And let's see how this works. Cool, okay. And I'm also gonna animate the backward, and then that will be, alright, this Mario. Let's see how this works out. Great, that works. So I'm gonna hand over to Justin, and he's gonna talk a little about another additional features.
Hi everyone. So great. So now I'll show you how to revive an object. So let's say what if your player what if the actor accused of the player? What shall you do? Oh no, the player dies. What shall I do? Alright, so I freeze it. I can click on the edit panel. I click undo. The player is alive again. Great. So we can unfreeze it and the player comes back. Now we can set a different move behavior for the actor. So let's make it to be jumping. So we can make the effort to be 10 again, and the frequency to be 5. We set a negative vertical speed, because there's gravity, so that's why it keeps jumping and jumping. Great. So this sorry about this. So this our most of our features. And Steve, do you want to talk about the image buffer?
Absolutely. So as you can see, there are a lot of images in the game, and then how we're gonna shift them and how to resize the images. So this is sorry about that. So the actor moving forward and backward is actually one example of image buffer. So previously, these two objects, this Mario and this ugly looking guy, actually have a different size, but we are using this image buffer that automatically resizes the image back to it. So you can see that this shifting and then changing is smooth and seamless.
Great. So next I'll talk about how to add blood for the player. And we can also by making a HP bottle. So first we'll freeze the screen, and then we'll create another actor, which will make the image to be the mushroom. So if the player eats a mushroom, it will add blood to the player. So let's pick the image of the mushroom, which is this one. Nice. And in order for the blood to work, we have to set the collision behavior. So let's reset the mushroom's collision color to be 3. Great. And make it to be disappear. And we don't want to make it shoot. We want to make it immobile. And we want the initial blood to be 1. And we can set collision behavior between the player and the mushroom. So the mushroom's collide is 3, the player's collide is 1, and we can make it to be a normal collision behavior. Which one doesn't really matter, as long as they collide. And then we can set a blood change for that collision behavior. So again, the collision ID of the mushroom, which is 3, 1 for the player, and then we add for the blood. We can also see there are other collision behaviors like the scores change, life changes, rebound, and more complicated behaviors. And we click OK, and we make it to be all direction. You can also set different directions, and we click OK, and then you can make the score to be 0, and you make it blood to be 10. We click OK again. So now let's move the player to see what happens. Nice. We just got 10 more blood. Alright.
So great. So finally, we're going to talk about the events and the trigger module. So in this complicated game, we'll have a lot of events and a lot of triggers. The trigger will trigger events, and the events can be many things. For example, it can be events like showering enemy, it can be an event level down, or it can be an event to change the behavior. So I'm going to quickly demo events game over here. So the way to do so, I'll first create a actor. Great, we'll put it here, and we'll make him to be the tube. So I'm gonna set this image to be a blue tube. All right, cool. And I'm gonna set this guy's behavior. So what do I want? Let's say he's gonna be immobile. No, I don't want him to be shooting. And yeah, so this appear doesn't really matter. And after I have this initial setting, oh great, collision ID as well. So let's say we're gonna set it 4, and we don't want him to jump, and we're gonna have to go to set the events. So when creating this, we'll have to create this by collision, and then the ID of hitter is the player. ID of the guy being hit is gonna be 4, and that's great. And then the collision, in this case, we're gonna have to take place on the bottom of the particular actor, because he's gonna always land on the tube. So, but you can also go as the all direction, because that makes things easier. Why not, right? So okay, we'll do that all. Alright, let's see how this works. And we're gonna unfreeze it. And Bluetooth. And, okay, this guy's a little annoying. He's just being too active. Okay, we're gonna be aiming at this Bluetooth. And there we go! As you can see, So, well, yes, as you can see at the center of the screen, there is a game loss message popping up. But since previously the actor has died before, so it's overlapping. But this is the perfect instance of this event's level lost. So that's great. And one more thing to show off. As a standard game, we can actually save and load different data files. So I'm going to do a real quick demo. So for example, I can save this game as a demo game. And I can open up another game. Here we go. Which game do I want to load? Let's do a game. Whoops. Okay. So as you can see, this is another game. And I can also create tiles and call the actor. And that's all going to be the same. And how this data is passed, it's passed to this XML file. So each single order is a single line. And this is going to be very flexible because all the saving and loading do is to read out the strings and pass that to the factory, where the factory process and recreates the entire game. And okay, that's great. So
great. So just one last thing. Our program is flexible in the sense that future programmers can easily add more behaviors. We definitely these behaviors are very basic, just for demo use. But like since we have a composition over inheritance design pattern, the behaviors can be added very easily. So and also like any game designer can use our program to implement almost all kinds of games except like puzzle games or tower defense games. But like for Mario games or Flappy Bird or even Little Fighters, those games can be easily achievable through our program. So that's the end of demo. If you are interested in how our program is implemented, please feel free to email us. Thank you so much for watching.